What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Rimworld Alpha 1.3. My name is Splattercat. Happy to have you here today. Everyone is at rest. We're all napping. We've had a pretty good run so far. Things aren't going too inherently terribly. They could be a lot worse, but they could be better. You know, I'm happy with the way things are unfolding, but I think Cassandra's probably got a number of things waiting for us in the near future, and so we'll want to keep our ear to the ground to prepare for those things. The first thing you normally get, I think, is a crazy critter. Hopefully it's a squirrel and not a boomalope or anything like that. I do want to kill these muffalos. I want to kill these muffalos bad. These muffalos have got to go. In addition, I need to run power conduits from there to there. And then we need to put a cooler right there. That cooler is going to be to refrigerate and freeze our food and make sure that we don't have any food. Let's see. It looks like you'll be here for a while. Lumi is suggesting that you give the colony a name. What should it be called? What should we call our colony? I really don't know. I don't have a good set of words for you right now. So we are going to call it the town of Honkerburger. There we go. Yay, the colony is now known as Honkerburger, the town of Honkerburger. Anyways, Harley should be sleeping. I'm glad we've got our schedule set up and everything like that. I would highly recommend setting up sleep schedules and all that sort of thing. It helps. I don't normally do it when I'm streaming the game because I'm very, very loosey-goosey and I really don't care. But since this was a YouTube series, I figured I would do things the right way because it does make your colony more effective. It does make you better at the things you need to be better at. And so, swing through there. Alright, that looks pretty good. They should be able to build the cooler right there, no problem. The draw on this one is 200. And I think it goes up, though, as you lower the temperature. Maybe not. Sorry, I was trying to refrigerate Harley. I was trying to refrigerate Harley right now. Although, honestly, that's how I sleep best. If it's, like, freezing cold in the room, like winter style, and you got all the blankets on you, oh, I fall asleep so good. It's amazing. It's amazing how well that works. But, like, if it's super... Where are you going? What is she doing? Someone just left the confines. Oh, she's probably just going to get wood. Maybe. Yeah, probably just going to get wood. It'll be alright. And so what we want to do right here is we want to take this one down there. We need to make this a priority, though. Like, we really need to make sure that somebody refuels this whenever it needs to be refueled. You will go through product. Believe me. You will go through product. That much can't be helped. But it should be alright. Sorry about that. We have a wild animal coming in. A wild animal. Hopefully it's not the bear's. I'm really hoping it's not the bear. Which one is it? Let's see. A local hare has gone mad. It will attack everyone it sees. You've got a rogue hare. I've got several of those on my body. Rogue hares. One coming out of my eyeball. It's cray-cray. Anna, I don't suppose you want to shoot that little bastard, do you? There we go. It was that easy. It was that easy. In addition, once this is done, what we'll need to do is we need furniture. No, we need production. That's what we need. We need production over here. And then I would put in a electric stove. Our electrical system will probably need to be upgraded from just this. At the moment, it's got power outputs 1000. Connected rate is going to be... Let's do 150 a piece, really, just for lamps. Yikes. I think we should be good. I think we should still be under the threshold where I wanted to be at. And then the other thing we need is a steel butcher's table over here. I like to keep these together. A lot of players will disagree with me on this, but I prefer to make it so that you can do all of your processing and all of your food crafting inside the same room. It just makes the grabbing faster, it makes them get things done quicker, and it's just what I prefer. There's no right answer here. Some people will put it in a different area. I just don't like my guys running, grabbing stuff, then going out to grab stuff. If it's right here, he just grabs the thing he needs, does it, and then you're good to go. That's 52% grown. Food is looking a little bit iffy right now. I'm a tiny bit sad about that. We may in fact have to kill the Muffalos in order to feed ourselves. Because as far as I can tell, we only have like a day's worth of meals left. And these harvests are not going to come in time, I don't think. We could also look around and see what we could forage. That's our other option. So let me see here. We can harvest... There's some bushes around. There are some light berry bushes in the area that I think we could get away with. We'll see what we have in our stockpile after we get that done. In addition, I would probably flag you for being hunted. I would flag you for being hunted. And then we need to set up a prison as well. That's the next thing that we're missing, is we need some kind of containment area to keep all the bad guys off of our jock, essentially. We want them to be in an area that we can keep an eye on them and make sure that they're not up to anything. You're shooting our wall right now. You're upsetting me. Wow, that is a resilient turtle. A turtle that can take that many bullets is a force of nature. Are you like the Judge Dredd of turtles? Dear God. Super turtle over here. Just not giving a damn. No damn's given. Not a single damn was dropped on that day by Cyber Turtle. I'm glad that... See, she's... Oh, that's Anna. For some reason, I thought that that was Harley. Harley should be doing the gathering and the running around right now. Good. And so now what I want to do is we're going to take this zone right here. We're going to rezone this. And this specifically is going to be for... Nope, not manufactured, not raw resources. This is going to be for... Let's see here. Animal corpses, not mechanoid corpses. We don't want those in here right now. Instead, we want foods, raw meals, okay. Chunks, no. Body parts, sure, why not? We'll give that a try. Let's go ahead and we'll get rid of all that right there. And then the second thing that we'll need to do is we need to go through like so and get rid of foods off this list. Body parts off this list. And then we should be good. They should naturally just sort things around. Now, I don't know how many berries we got out of this exchange. Hopefully enough. If you get into a fist fight with a rabbit, I'm going to be very upset with you. Just shoot the damn thing. Just get it done. That's all I require of you. Did that bear die? Holy shit, the bear died. Yeah, collect him. What did he die from? Socially, he has no relationships because he's dead. Oh, he died of a bite scar from a tortoise. A turtle killed a bear? He died because a turtle bit him on the left eye, and then it got infected and he died. Man, nature, you are cray-cray. Nature be hella crazy. I got people set up to haul, right? Okay, I just wanted to make sure. There's like jobs and stuff around that need to get done, but I just wanted to be 100% positive about the things that were happening right now. Also, you guys should pick up this food. Oh, these are raspberry bushes. We have blackberries here. We don't have raspberries. Got blackberries everywhere, though. Although I wouldn't eat them. They're down in the creek in the middle of the city, and just It's like every now and again I see people that are they're obviously not from here, but they'll be down in the creek behind the city, like crawdadding, just out there getting mud bugs and eating them. Wouldn't recommend that one either. Wouldn't recommend that neither. Is that frozen? Please tell me that's frozen. It's frozen, which means it won't spoil. Good. I would like to see that turtle brought over here too. The turtle and the bear both would actually be great acquisitions for us. If we could bring either of those back with us, I'd be really, really... There, she can lift an entire bear by herself. Don't give Harley no lip. She'll slap a fool. She'll get in that ass. She'll let you find out. And then I actually don't want... I think for this one I need to disable animal corpses too, so that she'll bring those back over this way. We definitely don't want that to be happening. So for the home zone, don't worry about defending all this up in here. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant because if the fire catches over here anyways, I don't care. It'll just burn our stockpile of dead guys. This actually gives us a really, really, really good stockpile of food. So these should, I think, tear down. Genius over here just laying next to the corpses. I'm going to have you obedience trained and then released, I hope, would be the way that I would want to orchestrate this whole thing. How fast are those taking on connected rate? Probably not very quickly at this point. We should probably set up some kind of solar power solution. Maybe I'll use this as my power field over here. Oh, I need to set up a no roof zone too. That's the other part. Because what's going to happen is when I finish these walls right here, it's going to put a roof over the entire area. And so I need to have a no roof area. So the no roof area will be all of this. There we go. I don't really care if there's a roof over the stuff on the right. We haven't researched geothermal power yet. I almost said germ warfare for some reason. Like, yes, we will use anthrax to overthrow the rabbit menace. We should have a raid pretty soon too, I think. Like reasonably soon we should probably have a raid. And so that's our no roof area right there. Well, I'm sorry. I got the wrong thing. I'd also like to see the commands. I think they could make this a little bit more elegant. I like how they have this in here, but it'd be cool if once you click on the home area button, right click got rid of things, left click allowed you to add things. I mean, it would clear out half the buttons here, you know. You would have less button bloat, you know what I mean? I'm just suggesting little things. These are not things that I'm frustrated about or angry about. It's just things through playing the game for like 80, 100 hours I've noticed along the way that I think might be able to be streamlined a tiny bit. Got a bunch of stuff laying around, but hauling needs to happen first. Is this stuff like staying frozen? Because I see our food flickering right now, and flickering food worries me. Is that our last meal? Oh, we got 3 left. Okay. Well, we may have made time. I may need to make a few more fields. We'll see what our yield looks like once we actually have our first crop in. If we end up having a lot more than I expected, then I can live with that. If we end up... Is she wounded? No way. I thought I saw little red... I thought that I saw little red medical marks while she was sleeping, and that's normally fairly indicative of the fact that she's wounded. So now that we got the butcher's table, the butcher, we would like to butcher creatures. In butchering creatures, I would say just do forever. Whenever there's a corpse to be butchered, have somebody come out and just make sure that gets done. Now, it may happen during our downtime. It may happen during our uptime. You can never really quite tell what your little guys are going to do. Sometimes they do smart stuff. Sometimes they do dumb stuff. Like right now, I'm pretty sure she's going all the way back to the stockpile to get wood instead of picking up the wood that's right there. Oh, no, she's butchering. Okay. Fine by me. Little bit of bunny meat right there. Shouldn't spoil. The bear meat, we should get a really huge quantity of bear meat out of there. So, yeah, 75 grizzly bear meat. 75 grizzly bear meat. The grizzly bear meat's going to hold us for a little bit. So that's actually a big... That's lucky. That's very, very lucky that we picked that up when we did. I'd also like to kill off the Muffalos. The Muffalos would give us a decent supply, and the easiest way to do this is to recruit everybody. And then I actually saw Avic do this the first time I saw it. You could dance in and out of the doors to fight animals, and it seems to work out pretty well. Although, in before Tynan makes it so that things will kick down doors to get after you, because that would be the obvious fix right there. There we go. Now she's grabbing the wood from the closest source. I will more than likely mine out this entire wall right here. It looks like we've got compacted machinery right there as well, which is a pretty major temptation. I kind of want that too. But aside from that, let's go ahead and set up our meal plan situation. So for a fine meal, what is a fine meal? It requires the skills below. None of your... Oh, nobody has the skills. Okay, so let's make simple meals then. Simple meals get the job done anyways. Let's do until we have, say, 15 in the stockpile. and we'll just keep that rocking. I don't know who's going to do it. Did I set that up on the work list? Let's go ahead and check the work list to see. We've got cooking. That should be handled by Lumi. All right. I'm going to set repairing things to #1 priority, just in case. Normally, I don't use the 3 and the 4 priorities very often. Oh, we got a new person. So a villager named Hermine is joining the colony. She is a tactician. She is the family member of a colonist and is Anna's lover. Okay. I can live with that. Anna's lover. So if we've got to deal with Hermine, what do you do? Hermine is nude as far as I can tell. Oh. She's a night owl as well. Let's take a look at her character. So she's gay and she's a night owl. That's probably how they met or something. She's got animal tending. She's got mining. She's reasonably decent at growing. Not the best character we could have asked for, but she's, you know, she's alright. She's alright. She's not that good, but she's okay. We are going to have to get some clothing pretty soon. You see how fast they whip out those meals when you just put them right here next to like where you're at? I love that. I love it so much. And she'll actually get a lot better at cooking as time goes along too. Okay, maybe she won't. Does the new person have cooking skills? Out of curiosity? Oh, cool. Obedience got trained, I think. Yeah, we got obedience training. With Hermine, is she any good at cooking? She is not. However, it may alleviate some of our workload if we have her be the cook instead. Oop, that's Harley. Shit. There we go. She's a night owl, so chances are, with her list, we're not going to want her to sleep through the night. We're going to want her essentially to share the schedule with Harley, which is actually going pretty well. I expected there to be some bumps in the road with this one, but the schedule has actually gone pretty well. Been happy with it, so yeah, that'll be fine for right now. We got a night workforce and we got a day workforce. That's cool. I can live with that. I don't think the tortoise leather or anything like that goes bad. You really want to get if you're wondering why I was so desperate to get this stuff out of the sun, if you leave things outside, they degrade with time, and it just is sub-satisfactory. It's not satisfactory, and so I would avoid doing it. If you, just have her whip up meals all day. She can just be kind of the cookie of this area. That's cool. I'm okay with that. Let's go with our power situation now, and let's start considering where we want to put our power fields at. We haven't gotten... I'll probably break down a lot of this stuff once we get further in. Do we have enough for that? We have enough for that. Okay, good. So we'll bring this down to here. And then in addition, so that we're not wasting the space, I'm going to have this share a wall on that side right there. I don't know if I like that or not. I don't like that. Forget it. We're not going to do it. I take it back. I take it all back. And then put in wooden floors over here. We will put in a wooden door. Once the wooden door is in, that's going to be a communal sleeping area for the lovers, in case you're wondering. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Lumi's bed, and we'll put in a double bed right here because they do like to make the waka waka. They like to get their on every now and again, and it makes them happy. It gives them like a passive buff to their happiness, so it gives me a passive buff to my happiness too, so I understand. I always thought the best metaphor for that is if you've ever watched Parks and Rec, how Ron dresses like Tiger Woods whenever he gets laid. That's how you feel. The next day you'd be walking into work with like a strut and a little pep in your step. And like, what's up? How you doing? I hate this job, but I love the day. And that should give these guys more than enough to work on. Hermine, unfortunately, doesn't really have anywhere to sleep at. My hope was that we would finish a bit more construction, but we also need to get going on cotton farming, and it actually wouldn't be the worst idea to zone a field over here of medicinal herbs. I think it's an easy thing to overlook, but it's hard to keep your medical supplies on the up and up. Once people start to take damage, and once people start to get hurt, you're going to go through your really good medical supplies very, very rapidly. And so my second suggestion would definitely be to create a growing zone. It doesn't even have to be like a big growing zone. It can just be like a little 6x6 over here of just like extra stuff. And so we'll call this one, I think it's called Xeranthium or something like that, or Xerinium. It used to be called Heel Root. I like the Heel Root name better, but I don't know. Dandelions, Daylily, Hop, Heel Root. Oh, it's called Heel Root now. It used to be called Xerigium. There we go. They changed it to Heel Root. So I like the Heel Root. Heel Root's fine. The other thing that I would probably recommend is that we go with some cotton plants over here. This is going to be important because it's going to allow us to at least have a little bit of crafting materials on hand for when we get a tailor or somebody who can make clothing. And since half of our colony is already nude, I wouldn't scoff at that idea. No scoffs would come from my lips. Not a single scoff. A scoff sounds like a creature that lives inside an old derelict spaceship that you got to shoot with a machine gun. Like, the scoffs are in the walls! Or it's like what you call somebody that's like a disparaging word based on like what planet they come from. But, that guy's a dirty scoff. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You can't just call people scoffs. We live in an enlightened world right now where people love each other. They love each other. For just being themselves. Just being themselves. Let me actually make this a little corridor over here, too. We got a lot of stuff to get done. Like, there is a serious quantity of construction happening right now. But it's like, what else am I going to do, you know? We got so much wood laying around. And we've got the opportunity to make a really, really cool colony. It's amazing to me how far this game has come. Considering the first time I covered it on the channel was like years and years and years ago when there was basically like nothing to do. You just burrowed into the wall of a mountain and then you just like killed raiders ad nauseum. Now the game is just so much more complex and has so many more things going on. I like that about it though. I like that a lot. Is that going to need to be refueled soon? It is. We've got our meals. Everything's looking great. Hermione should be able to keep that all locked down. My hope was that somebody would build this down here before I needed to worry about this over here. But I don't know. We've got so much space to expand into as well. This should be a really cool colony, assuming that we can make it happen like that. Who's good at shooting? Hermione ain't even... Hermione probably not that good at shooting. I'm a little concerned about our Muffalo friends over here. They may or may not attack. I think in mating season they get hostile too, but I can't recall exactly when mating season is. There you go, guys. Take some time, sort some things around, do a little bit of hauling. Harley had time to get her hair did on the way in. She got that nice little top knot rocking. We've already got our heel root planted. We've already got our cotton plants ready to go. So that's good. These are about to be harvested. I think at 90% they can be harvested. But we'll go for a full harvest just so we get the better yield. And as soon as they get done with our great wall to keep the barbarians out, the filthy, nasty barbarians that will be coming. Make no mistake, they are coming. We just kind of have to... We'll probably weather the first attack just with our survivors. And then from there... I may actually put sandbags in right here. Seems like a smart idea now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah. Give me some sandbags right there. The enemy will more than likely take cover behind this wall. So building this wall right now is probably a bad plan. Simultaneously, though, we'll keep the knife guys over we'll keep them over the bags on the sides. And if they try to rush us, we'll have the knife guys take them, and then they should be able to get a couple of good shots off, though, before anything else goes wrong. Unfortunately, we don't have Hermione prepared for anything right now. I need that stuff to be hauled up and away, and with that said, it looks like we're just about out of time for the day. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here for the next episode of Rimworld. Our base is a massive fire hazard. Everybody is kind of coming together, though. I expected things to go a little worse, but things have been nice, and there's our first raid. Cliffhanger. I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.